Hey everyone, welcome back. Okay, so we have this beautiful masterpiece that we've just begun, and we were essentially just blocking in our first values. Where do you go from here? So after you've worked with only one color, you'd clear that off, then just start refining your process a little bit more. Maybe switch from a bigger paintbrush to a more narrow one. As you create more values get more defined, you're gonna have to make sure your paintbrushes are a little bit more defined too, meaning that they're a little bit smaller. I like round brushes, I like detailed brushes. All these really small ones will help me make all of my layers look just a little bit more beautiful. Okay, so right now everything, this is still a little tacky, so we'll see how this works, but we just had this beautiful gradient here, but it's not like exactly perfect yet. So what I'm gonna do now is start refining my values, and this would really be like the second layer of blocking in. Okay, so here is the color. This is like that color, and this one is sort of here. So I'm gonna probably want to use this one to help me start blending, and I'll kind of work back and forth. Not only am I going in between the two, but I'm sort of going on top of the layers that were on beside it as well. So as you can see, it's starting to blend a little bit better. I'm gonna leave that to dry because it's looking pretty good, but it's not where I want it to be as far as smoothness goes yet, but you can only take it so far at one point in time. This is why it's important to really just work on the whole painting, maybe even starting from top to bottom, and then let it dry, and then you can refine even further. So why don't we move on to a different section? Why don't we do this one next? This one's like our blue. I have a little bit of a harsh line here from my darkest to this value, these two. So I need to kind of figure out what that middle one is going to be. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but since this isn't dry, I'm actually starting to pull up a little bit of paint. So I don't want to do too much. I really just want to pat it in as much as I can without pulling any more up. So I'm just going to kind of tap it in. Let that dry a little bit. All right, so that gradient is starting to get a little bit more refined. It's not perfect yet for that one, but that's okay. I think it's at a good point right now. I'm gonna go back to this one, and I think I could refine it even more. I think it could be a little bit darker on the outside. So I'm just gonna take my darkest values and apply a second layer. Even though this is the exact same color as this one, when you apply it on top of it, it's just gonna become darker because you're decreasing its transparency. It's becoming more opaque, basically. And as you can see, after creating the second layer, I'm still using the patting method, like pat, 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 and just sort of patting it in. But it's looking smoother. And the reason why is just filling in those gaps. So it is starting to look way smoother. And this is only the second layer. You could really do this process as much as you want until it looks completely smooth. So, but this is really how you do it. I don't think this is very difficult, to be honest with you. If you're only focusing on your darkest values first and your highlights, and then, you know, blend, gradient, it just means that you are creating a process where you know how to get from point A to point Z, basically. You know that there are steps that you can take without getting lost along the way. All right, up here, I'm actually really happy. I think there is a little bit of a line here that doesn't look completely smooth, so why don't we work on that one? Why don't we do this one? That is looking pretty smooth. And just for fun, I'm going to do a very light value and try to add that into the top here. I'm going to add a little bit more glaze now and sort of blend it into that next layer. Looking good. Why don't I start working on this one a little bit too? Really tell the difference because this is a white background as opposed to the gray gesso background. This one is so much harder because you're trying to get in all the middle values as well, and instead of just starting with middle values and only focusing on your dark and lights. So that is the big difference here. You can still create a gradient, it just takes a little bit more work than if you started here first. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit, and we will do one more layer of that in a little bit after it has dried.